Hi students, it's Dr. Cohen here. Several things to update you about. And let me get the document where I wrote all my lovely little notes. All right. First of all, let me say I've watched and graded all of the TED Talks. Overall, you did a great job. It was interesting how many of you picked the same TED Talks. So it seemed like there was some repetition. I don't know that there were any groups in which the same TED Talks were. Well, there might have been one or two. Anyway, later on, you're going to get information about a Google Drive folder that has all of the TED Talks and information about the TED Talks, and then all of your presentations for the people in your group. And you're going to use those to do discussion 3. I'm hoping to have that all set up for you by next Friday. The discussions are due, your initial discussions, you'll have to watch the presentation that the student does. That initial discussion is due February 23rd, and your response to what other people post is due the 25th. So just keep an eye out for that. I just finished grading all of your topic statements. Overall, very good. Every single one of you got a comment from me. So please look for your comments in the Dropbox. So wherever you submitted your topic statement, go in there and look for my comments. Those of you that needed to make some major revisions to your research question received an email from me, and I sent it through the folio. So unless you have your emails for each course forwarded to you, you may need to go into folio to look for that email. So in those emails, it tells you whether or not you needed to revise your question and email it to me. Or some of you, I said you could revise your question and then just include it at the top of your annotated bibliography. The annotated bibliography, so you're going to go into the research, into journal articles, and we'll talk more about that as that gets closer. But for some of you, it was going to be important to go back to the research and see what other people have written about it and then make a change. For other people, you just kind of needed to make revision. But again, everybody got comments. So look for either an email from me or look at the comments in the Dropbox. Just a reminder for perusal, if you look at the gradebook and any of your, look at the gradebook on folio and any of your grades for perusal are not appearing there, you need to go back into folio and link to that assignment, that reading from the folio site into perusal. And then that they've told me that what happens then is then the perusal program will know where to put your grade. So if you don't do that, if you don't say go into reading 4 and from folio and go into perusal, that grade won't copy over. So have a look at the grade book. Any of the perusal assignments that you've completed that are not in the grade book, just go back and access those readings from folio into perusal. The good news is we're not doing any perusal for a while. We are getting started on the book Outliers, which hopefully everybody has now. This is the book. Just put this aside. This is the book. It's Malcolm Gladwell's book Outliers, The Stories of Success. That is available both electronic. You can get an ebook. I believe you can even get an ebook from our library, but you can also get a used copy. It's an older book. It should not be very expensive. The first quiz on Outliers, which will cover the introduction through chapter 5, closes at 11 p.m. on this coming Tuesday, the 15th. It's open now. You can take it whenever you want. Both this quiz and the next quiz, which covers chapter 6 to the epilogue, are the same. They both take 40 minutes to complete. You have 2 questions. You're going to write at least 250 words on that. So I recommend that you type it in a Word document. That'll also help you catch some grammatical errors that you might make, because those count, and it'll give you a word count if you type it into a Word document. And then you can copy it over into the quiz. Each of the questions is worth 25 points for a total of 50 points. The questions, I draw them from a question set. I believe there are 25 or more questions from which the 2 questions are drawn. So no 2 people will have the same quiz for sure. You only get 1 chance to take it. So make sure that when you go in to take it, that you're really ready, and be sure to have a good internet connection to complete that. The second quiz, which is on chapters 6, the epilogue, that's due Tuesday, the 22nd. So those are my updates for the week. Also wanted to encourage you all, please email me if you have any questions or concerns. I am very happy to answer them. I also am happy to set up, I have office hours on Mondays and Wednesdays at 11, but I'm happy to set up an alternative time for a Zoom conversation. I like to use Zoom, so if there's things that I can screen share and show you, I can do that over Zoom. So email me if you have any questions or concerns. Again, don't forget to look at my comments on your topic statements. Several of you got full credit, 35 points for your topic statement. 35. Anyway, you got full credit, but that doesn't mean that there aren't revisions that you need to make. Also, I offer some suggestions about ways to explore your topic. So that's all the news for this week. I hope to hear from several of you, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye now.